Leah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be filming another decluttering video. Today I'm going to be decluttering my makeup brushes and other miscellaneous beauty tools. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first category that I really want to look at are beauty sponges. I have quite a few. And the one that I mainly use is my beauty blender. I love my beauty blender so much. I use it with every time I put on foundation. This is my go-to. So I'm for sure keeping this one. I keep it in its original box because I keep it displayed up on my makeup shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. The next sponge, I guess, is a silicone one. I got it at Ulta. This is an Essence sponge, I think. I hate this tool. I never use it. It's beautifully made. It's a great tool. If you like silicone sponges, I highly recommend this one. It was like $3.99. But I definitely think that silicone sponges are for more full coverage makeup, which is something that I'm just not into. So I never reach for this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass this one on. Alright, the next one I'm going to look at these three little guys. I got these at Ulta. They're for your under eye, but I can see myself taking them to work or school with me. So I think I'm going to keep the black one. I'm going to pass these two on, and I think I'm just going to put this in my little makeup bag and use it for touch-ups. So, yeah. Alright. Next up are the Real Techniques little under eye sponges. This one is a little bit messed up. It has a big chunk missing from it, so I think I'm going to toss this one out and keep this one. These sponges are really good quality. I really like them. They puff up really nicely. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one as a backup to the black one. Alright, next up I have two Real Techniques makeup sponges. I think I'm going to keep one for when my beauty blender is dirty or if I'm in the process of replacing it. I think I'm going to keep this one because it's really nice and fluffy. This one's a little bit more firm. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this one and toss this one. Alright, let's look at fan brushes next. I have quite a few. I love fan brushes. I think they're great. So, this one, this actually came in a paint kit, and I used it because I was in a bind, and I couldn't find any of my other fan brushes because my makeup drawer is a hot mess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one back where I got it from. Next up is this Jumbo Kabuki fan brush. I love this brush. I use this for bronzing, and it does an amazing job. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this one. 3 left. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass on this Morphe one. It is the Morphe M497. I don't like the way this puts on highlight. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of the brush, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass it on. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, last two brushes. I think I'm going to keep this Real Techniques one. I'm going to pass this one on. I feel like this one does a better job than this one, and I would rather use this one than this one. So I'm going to keep this one, pass this one on. Alright, next up, eyeliner brushes. Honestly, the only one I use is my EcoTools one. I really love this one. I love the angle. I feel like it's easy to put on my eyeliner with. The only eyeliner that I wear is a black or brown shadow from whatever palette I'm using. I like that way. So I'm going to keep this one. And I think I'm going to pass these three on. I never reach for them. The only one I really use is my EcoTools, and it fits really well with my eye shape. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let these three go. Alright, next up, I want to talk about these guys. I don't know where in the world these came from. Sorry. I don't know where they came from. But I'm tired of looking at them. I never reach for them. They're just taking up space. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass all 4 of these on. in that same vein, I have this Ulta blush brush. It's a beautiful brush, don't get me wrong. It's nice, it's soft, it's really cute, very nice and compact, but I'm never going to reach for this brush. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass this one on. Alright, next up I have two spoolie brushes. I'm going to pass this e.l.f. one on because I've had it for a while. I think it's lived its best life. I'm going to pass this one on. I'm going to keep this one. This is a Revlon one that I got in an eyebrow pack, so I'm going to keep this one. Let this one go. Alright, eyeshadow brushes. Most of my eyeshadow brushes are Wet n Wild and e.l.f. I think those are two really great brands. I know for a fact I'm going to keep all three of my Wet n Wild brushes. I always use these with my eyeshadows. I think they're amazing. They work really well and they're super affordable, so I'm keeping these. My e.l.f. brushes, I think I'm going to keep this one. I think this is a perfect blend of these two brushes. I think they do an absolutely amazing job. So I'm going to keep these three eyeshadow brushes. And I'm going to pass on. I love this crease brush. It fits very well in my eye, so I'm going to keep this one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this blending brush. It has fallen off. This has been with me since I was in high school. I love this brush, but I think it's time to move on. Alright, next up I have my foundation brushes. I know I want to keep my Urban Decay one. I got this brush at Nordstrom Rack. It was like $12, I want to say. I really love it. It has a really great weight. I love the way it applies foundation, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this one. Same thing with my IT Cosmetics brush. I haven't used it yet, but it's brand new to me. And I think it's beautiful. I love the weight, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And I'm going to pass these two on. I love, love, love my Real Techniques one. But I have two other brushes that I can reach for. And same, I don't even know what this brush is for. So I'm going to pass it on and let someone use it who can. So yeah, I'm letting those go. Next up, I have I'm going to do highlighting brushes. I use both of these for highlights. I think they do two different things. I love them both, and I'm going to keep them both. These are my blush brushes. These are technically sculpting brushes, but I use them for blush. I think they apply it very nicely. I mainly use this one. They're both the same. So I'm going to keep this one because I like the color. It's the one that I reach for mostly anyway, so I'm going to keep this one. Pass this one on. I never use this brush, but when I do, I use it for powder. And this is my powder brush. I think I'm going to keep both of these because I feel like this one does a really great job of applying my powder all over my face. So does this one. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to think about those ones. The next brush is this contour brush. I love my contour brush. This does an amazing job of getting right into my cheeks, making it look really good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this one. Next up, I have two stippling brushes. I really like them. I use them both a fair amount. They do different things. I'm going to keep both of them because I always use these. No matter what I'm doing, I make sure that I have these both. So I'm going to keep these guys. Next up is this concealer brush. It is in 2 parts. I'm going to get rid of this one. I have used this brush once to twice in my life, so I have no idea how it got like this. But I'm going to go ahead and toss this out. Alright, so let's look at some beauty tools next. These are my eyelash curlers. I have 2 of them. This is Revlon, and I believe this one is e.l.f. I'm going to get rid of the e.l.f. one because the shape is a little bit weird. I feel like it's kind of hard for me to get used to. I love the old-fashioned Revlon one. I feel like I have a lot of control. I really like this one. So I'm going to keep the Revlon, get rid of the e.l.f. Next, I have this Ulta Beauty Sharpener. I'm going to keep this because I use it for pencil lip liners as well as pencil eyeshadows. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this. Next up, I have these eyebrow scissors. I'm going to keep these. These came with that little black spoolie that I was showing you guys. These came as a set. I got them at Ulta. I love, 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 love them. So, yep, keeping those. Alright, well, no, not yet. Next up, I have this Ulta Beauty foundation tray. I use this when I'm not in a rush. I will pour some foundation out here. I have the Maybelline glass bottle, and I'll pour it on here, and I will use it. Plus, it just looks so cute on my makeup shelf. So I'm for sure keeping this. Ulta, I do love you. I love you so much. And finally, now, last but not least, I have a Sonia Kashuk traveling eyeshadow case. I love these brushes. They're amazing quality. They're everything I want, and this is amazing to travel with. So I will be keeping this. Before we go, I want to revisit these babies. I love them both, and I'm really not ready to part with either of them yet. But I'm going to see which one I do reach for more often, and I may end up getting rid of the ones that I don't. So for right now, I think I'm going to hold on to both of these. Overall, I feel really good about what we got rid of today. I feel good about what I'm keeping before we go. So here's what we're getting rid of. Like, that's a lot. And I feel so good. I feel really good about this. I'm not doubting any of it. I'm excited to find these new homes or to just have them out in my collection. And now I'm going to show you what we're keeping. What we're keeping is a little bit more, but I truly do find myself reaching for these things a lot. I really enjoy them, and it kind of gave me an opportunity to rediscover what I do own and what I do have. Yeah, it went down a significant amount, and I feel happy. I feel lighter, and I feel like this is what you should feel like when you do declutter. Happy, light, like no regrets here, guys. No regrets. So, yes, I'm very happy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, you should be, and remember to hit that bell for notifications. Thank you all so much for watching another decluttering video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!